My family's health was perfect. I have triplets. My son Alex is a triplet, and he never had a health issue prior to this diagnosis. When Alex was first exhibiting symptoms, they came out of nowhere when he was 11 years old. I had no idea what was happening, and it was literally in a matter of hours that his behavior changed. So I went to a neurologist who did no testing whatsoever, no blood work, no testing. They just sent us on our way and said, this is normal. He's got tics. 1 out of 3 children have tics. And if this lasts for a year, he has Tourette's. So we left not knowing how in the world we were supposed to approach this. But we didn't have any follow-up scheduled, nothing. So we had no one at all. And I researched Arbor Health, and I found Dr. Zendi, who was a functional doctor who was willing to look at him as a whole patient, and I began my path to Arbor Health. When I first called Arbor Health, they did an initial assessment of Alex and his story, and they wanted to know exactly what I had done previously as far as doctors and exactly what tests we had done. And prior to speaking with Arbor Health, I was told that there are specialists who are neurologists or psychiatrists, but they tend to look at just the one aspect of the patient. And they might treat them with 1 or 2 medications and not necessarily looking at the whole patient. So when I got off the phone after that hour intake with Arbor Health, I knew they were looking at Alex as a whole patient. The only thing that I could possibly imagine that somebody might hesitate because of his cost. That is a scary thing to commit to a cost like that with the uncertainty of how that may or may not help your child. But for me, it was just a very simple yes. I needed to do whatever it was that I could possibly do to help my child regain his normalcy and to get back the life that he had had prior to this diagnosis. I can't speak highly enough about their team. Dr. Zendi is so incredibly intelligent and so articulate when it comes to the explanations of what is going on within your child. She does extensive blood work and an OAT test, which is a metabolic reading of your child's basic interior, and she explains it in a way that you understand it. And she has a health coach, and that health coach reaches out personally and helps you through every aspect of every step of the way, whether it's a medication that you're adjusting to, or maybe a new symptom, or an old system that's been triggered. They are available, they are accessible, and they are right there to answer your questions and support you. And they're so willing to tweak medications to get it exactly right for your own individual child. And they have done that in such a way that it has changed Alex's entire life. He would not be where he was if it was not for them. My husband and I often say that I don't believe that my son Alex would be as healthy, as happy, and as able to function in society today if it weren't for Arbor Health. And I mean that sincerely. They truly have changed and altered his life. They've provided us with support, with medications, with supplements that we have seen help him. We've seen the changes. They've uncovered things that most doctors never would, such as a mold toxicity that he had internally. And by targeting that and treating it, it changed his symptoms, and it has decreased almost every visible symptom that he began with. And it has given him hope, and it's given him the ability to feel strong and confident and move on. And he has spent the last 3 years getting better and better and better. And so I am just so beyond grateful for Arbor Health, truly. I would say, please do not hesitate to call Arbor Health. I'm Debbie Bedel, and I am from Syracuse, New York.